Well, tomorrow night, the Pro Football Hall of Fame game kicks off the NFL's 107th season in Canton, Ohio. All week, former players will be there talking about a new way to track health data. NFL Alumni Health is introducing a campaign. It's called Health Lives Here to members, including former players, cheerleaders, coaches, and families. At the center of the campaign is the Health Lives Here app, which pulls your medical records, prescriptions, and smartwatch data into one single dashboard. It's only accessible to NFL alumni now, but it's expected to roll out to consumers next month, starting in North Carolina. It runs on AI from a Tampa company that just renamed itself to DataMeds. Joining me now on set, Pro Football Hall of Famer, Dallas Cowboys legend, and NFL Alumni Health Lead Ambassador Emmitt Smith, who is working to push out the league's health initiative, and DataMeds AI interim co-CEO, Gerald Commissiong. It's great to have you both here.
It's great to be here.
Well, Gerald, I'm going to start with you. How did this partnership with the NFL and people like Emmitt Smith come together?
Well, as we were looking as a company, we've been in the independent pharmacy space for some time. And independent pharmacies are really in rural communities. And actually, a large percentage of NFL players come from rural communities, and then they go back to those rural communities after they're done playing. So there's a big interest from the alumni to facilitate and improve rural health care. As we were building out our strategy to deploy what was really a pharmacy-focused, independent pharmacy-focused segment that we were targeting, we said, well, now we can take this, partner with the NFL, create more awareness, and turn these independent pharmacies into really healthcare centers. The last person you see when you get a prescription is your pharmacist. That's the moment where you can change something for the outcome of the patient. And so that partnership made sense for the NFL, and they helped us build this platform.
Well, and we know that, of course, a lot of the former players, not Emmitt, he's in perfect health, but a lot of them have struggled with their health and, you know, bones breaking and things like that, head trauma. Emmitt, talk to me about why this role is so important for you in working with the NFL, because you could be, you know, on a beach right now somewhere and...
Well, this happened to be a big week. The Hall of Fame is actually launching this weekend as well. So this is a big week for a lot of Hall of Famers to come back. Football is about to start, and this is the best time to actually launch something of this magnitude to bring more awareness around a program like this that can go out into the community. NFL alumni have been a part of supporting kids, supporting local communities, as well as our own from the game itself. And so this is one addition or an added extension to what we normally would do.
Well, and you know, Gerald, certainly a lot of these long-term health issues do plague NFL players. Is that something that you're going to be addressing along with Emmitt?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So the two things that we're starting out with are really focused on GLP-1 muscle loss, because a lot of players, when they're done playing, they want to drop weight. When that happens, they also drop a lot of muscle. So that's one area we're focused on. Through the Health Lives Here app, there's going to be a telemedicine component with other tools and products to mitigate some of those side effects. And the other one is long COVID. Obviously, a lot of people have had COVID, and a pretty big percentage of the population ends up having long COVID, especially former athletes. And so those are two areas where we're going to target to really make a difference.
So you're pulling data from, it's Apple Health, MyChart, the pharmacy profiles. So walk us through how this works for the consumer, because this, once the NFL rollout happens, the consumer is next for you.
Absolutely, yeah. So from a consumer standpoint, probably on your phone, you probably have 6 or 7 different apps.
I got like 10, but okay.
Right, right. And in the end, they all kind of do part of the same thing. None of them are integrated with your pharmacy. Very few are integrated with your doctor. And none of them talk to each other.
All right.
So we're trying to consolidate that.
Gotcha.
And in the background, what we're doing is we're in the process of putting that on the blockchain. And once it gets on the blockchain, our proprietary blockchain, and we have IP that allows us to protect the monetization and transaction of that, we'll be able to offer the consumer a piece of the revenue generated from that. Because right now, as all the healthcare data is being transacted, the consumer is the only one that doesn't get any of it.
Go ahead. Well, Emma, I was going to say, but you know, you like any other user of this technology, or you know, our health and wellness is so important, especially for someone else, you a world famous athlete. Do you worry about your data getting out there? Does that concern you?
Yes, that is a big concern it should be a concern for a lot of people, because we're actually giving our data away freely. And oftentimes our data is shared without us actually even knowing that it's been shared. And so for me, it's all about really the community, that we're serving the people that really want to protect their data, the people that really need a resource that they can contact or give them some direction of resources within their community that they can contact and go and get more information about all the things that we're trying to get accomplished.
I want to ask you about, in general, how do you feel that the league is doing now when it comes to protecting players? Not just protecting with the new helmets. They've worked a lot on the helmet technology to protect the skulls because of things like CTE and Aaron Hernandez. But in general, how do you think that they're caring for the athletes now?
I think in general, the league has done a fairly good job of really trying to protect all players. They've changed the rules in the game, so some of the hits that we used to take, we don't have to take those no more. But the thing is, when you start reducing some of those things, the question is, do you add more games and all those kind of things? So it's kind of one of those things, do you want to protect the players? Do you want to add more games? And if you add more games, are you adding more risk to the players? And so I think that overall, in general, the league has done a fairly good job of protecting not only the quarterbacks, but everybody on the football field. They have people up in the stands right now or in the building that's actually watching per play. So if something happens, a guy get up staggering, the referee goes up to him and pulls him right off the field. That never happened back in the 90s. And so right now that's happening. So the league I think they're doing a fairly good job of trying to manage all of those things.
What do you make of Jerry Jones being open to selling a piece of the Cowboys to Mark Cuban?
I cannot believe it.
Mavericks Mark Cuban, billionaire Mark Cuban.
I still can't believe that the Jones family would actually open something up like that because it is a family thing. They started way back in the late 80s and early 90s, and they have grown it to this point. But, hey, if they do, please open up a piece for Troy, Michael, myself, and somebody else.
Well, Gerald, as you know, you are sitting next to greatness. I know it because I, as our viewers know, am a lifelong Dallas Cowboys fan since I was 6 years old. And a Fox viewer, guys, look at this. I want to show this to you. A Fox viewer sent this to me. This is, get this, it's a high heel. It is also, it holds a whole bottle of wine. Not the most healthiest choice, I understand, but a whole bottle. So I want to tell you that our viewers know that I love the Cowboys, and I love you, and I followed your career, of course, all of my life. I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
Really nice to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be on.
Gerald, congratulations with everything, and good luck with the Hall of Fame, and, of course, all these installations you're going to be doing with the NFL. It's a great partnership.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right. Great to have you both on here.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.